Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Richardson going right to the air. That's complete to Pierce.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson looking to throw. And this taken in by Downs.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at the Steeler defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Richardson off the play fake. And he's got Pierce.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Come on. Now it's Richardson. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Ready. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early,
and he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown.
Tyler Warren,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
the losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Ready. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Still on his feet.
And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Ready, go!
Now a play fake here on first down.
Well, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. Some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Colts 1-yard line.
Second down and a yard.
Let's go. 76.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay,
Heavy
ready?
set out there on 3rd and 1.
Come on.
It's a quarterback sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They run once more with Taylor.
Oh, some strong running.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ready?
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Come on. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Get it. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw.
They'll check this down to Johnson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down here the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And hit behind the line. He wants the football. It's loose. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. And it'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
On the ready.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Okay, great.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go now. Ready?
Richardson.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Connecting over the middle with Downs.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. Ready?
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing the outlet, incomplete. That's Warren. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Get it.
Here's Richardson to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Got it. Ready?
Now a second and 10.
Hey. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
This will be from 49 yards out.
Bates' kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Ready.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Come on. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ramley, 18 Ramley, 19 sight, 19.
Back to throw. A short one there in front of you. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go now.
In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Richardson from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here in their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now Austin.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Richardson working from the gun. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Downs going in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Richardson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the shot Elliott. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talk about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Come on.
Pierce in motion left.
19. Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And this is incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Break. Get it. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A nice throw from the third-round pick. It gets him a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at it.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me. The subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now it's Richardson.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try it too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Second and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Take Bigsby. from 17 yards out. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a...
And my goodness, another interception. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
2nd and 9. Bigsby once more.
20! And he will finally be taken down, but not before it gets it to the Colts 8. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And maybe the wrong read there.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Steelers are pouring it on.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now back to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cowboy 80, Dragon 60, 19 Lion.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They go play action with Richardson.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go, strike. Hey, go.
Play action. Now Richardson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the shotgun, Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This taken in by Downs.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on a catch and run.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Here Richardson yet again. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Colts!
Tyler Warren
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
To try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
49, Colts 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're in control. Here's a start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 79 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Beavers 56, Colts 17. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Let's go. Viking 18. Ready, right?
Now Richardson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. That is caught. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a 1st down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready,
Looking to throw. Richardson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
Let's go.
Another run by Bigsby. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. The partner under the light.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop.